Hi everyone, welcome to Outdoor Bound TV. I'm Kurt Walbeck. Outdoor Adventures for the Physically Challenged is a nonprofit organization that each year awards 12 hunts to hunters with some type of physical disability at their ranch in Wyoming. Janie Bertelsen of Mississippi has had a dream of being able to one day hunt for antelope. When the guys from Outdoor Adventures found out about that dream, they set their sights on helping her make that dream come true. Let's head to the hills of eastern Wyoming because Janie and her uncle are just about to arrive in camp.
Hey, I got a little gift for you. You got the Cabela's hat, and we're going to give you this cup too. It's going to show you what year you did your hunt and everything. Should I go put it in your room for you? All right, will do.
Hi, I'm Matt Verucki from Natchez, Mississippi. I'm Janie's uncle. Janie is born with something called Marshall-Smith syndrome. It's due to a genetic malformation, just a spontaneous malformation that's exceedingly rare. She's one of only about 50 that's known of worldwide. And she's dealt with a lot of adversity. These children have advanced bone age, so they have very brittle bones. They don't grow very well, and she's had, I'm not sure, somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 10 fractures, and she's had to have multiple rods placed in both of the lower legs and then the upper legs and her spine to support her body weight.
Let's see how high we're going to be here. Well, I think we're right in the ballpark, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right.
I'd get right here and do it.
We're going to be right here and do it, yes. Is that going to work for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how long have you been hunting?
Don't know.
How long? You don't know? Forever?
Whatever.
Forever? How old are you now?
14.
14? Gotcha.
You know, these children usually have a life expectancy somewhere in the 3 to 5 year old range. Janie's 14 now. She's been a big blessing to our family. She's a very special child, always happy. She's just got a bright smile on her. Anytime you look at her and smile, she's going to be smiling back. She loves questions. She'll never have a boring time with Janie. She's gonna be rapid firing questions and ask you everything about whatever you're doing.
Oh, there you go. Bullseye?
Yeah.
I was bullseye, but I think we were in the black.
Right next to the bullseye?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right in the black.
Good deal.
Good
Janie.
job. We're hot. We're good to go.
All right.
Way to go.
Good girl. Outdoor Adventures for the Physically Challenged is an organization that takes disabled hunters on a antelope or mule deer hunt out in Wyoming. It's some beautiful grassland and rolling hills kind of terrain that we haven't seen before. We're not used to from Mississippi, and but it's very different. But it is beautiful, and we get to the camp. It's a remodeled camp. It's adapted to physically challenged people. Everything's wheelchair accessible. It's got nice wide doorways and ramps. And the people are great. You know, everybody is anxious to help, and everybody takes care of you real well. Everybody loves hunting, and they love helping to share that experience with, you know, those who don't get to hunt as readily as the rest of us do.
What are we going to do today?
Okay.
What are we going to hunt for?
Antelope.
Antelope? Okay. What are you looking for in an antelope?
We can shoot it.
You can shoot it? You want a big one?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go see if we can find one, all right?
You know, she got introduced to hunting not long ago by her father, and she just took to it and loves it. And so her dad, Craig, he did some research online and found, you know, several places that did these types of hunts, and applied, and she got accepted kind of last minute, and then he couldn't get the time off work, so he asked me, and I, you know, fortunately happened to have these days already off, and so I got to bring a special girl hunting. Happened to have these days already off, and so I got to bring a special girl hunting. So
Here we are out here at Newcastle. We were out hunting this morning for antelope for Janie. Got a little rainy, foggy, it was hard to see, and we thought we'd come back, take a little break. Now, weather's broke, it's kind of sunny, isn't it?
Yes.
We're gonna go out and see if we can't find you that antelope now, huh?
Yes.
All right, should we do this?
Yes.
All right, let's go see if we can find an antelope.
Okay.
Okay.
you know, when she was 2 or 3 years old, you know, she could jump off of a diving board and swim and things like that. And the last few years, she's been confined to the wheelchair just because of the bone issues. School, she likes school. She's always wanting to color and draw and do arts and crafts and write. But she does go to a school for challenged children. But she likes everything, it seems like that she does. You know, wherever she's going, she's always exciting to be going somewhere and doing something, you know.
Can you see him out there, Janie? All right, the buck is the one that's laying down, okay? Now we're gonna sneak up here now that we have the gun ready. When we get there, I'm gonna jump out just like when you shot at the target. I'll sit on that side of the tripod. You put your finger on my finger. When I feel you squeeze, we'll touch one off and it should put him right down, okay?
Okay.
Sound like a plan? We better do it, huh? Okay, let's do this.
Girl, good job.
What do you think of that?
Janie Bob.
You absolutely put him right down.
I did.
You did. What do you think we go for a walk?
Let's go see him.
Should we go see him?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
I think I am. Great job. Look at that.
It has blood everywhere.
You got blood everywhere.
Explains the lens.
You want to touch him?
Yeah.
How was that?
Good job, look at there.
Look at this. Want to hold up, grab his horns?
Hang on.
Huh? How's that? Good. That's a great animal right there. You made a good shot on him. Well, he's laying here. That means you did a darn good shot.
Made a dirty.
They are dirty, yes. Good job. Now we get to clean him up.
Yeah. Anybody watch it?
Everybody will watch it.
1, 2. There you go.
Nice.
Are you doing it?
That makes it 100% yours.
Now it's official. Oh yeah.
Good job.
Wow, what an incredible trip. To the folks at Outdoor Adventures for the Physically Challenged, thank you for helping to make Janie's dream a reality. Do you know of someone with a physical disability that may be interested in going on this trip? Outdoor Adventures website is right here on the screen. I'd encourage you to have them apply. It just might be them making the trip to Wyoming next year. Now don't go away, because right after the break, we meet another great nonprofit organization. This one is holding archery shoots around the Badger State to raise funds to send some of our U.S. veterans on the honor flight.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Mission Crossbows and HHA Sports.
I am Vice President of Operations and co-owner of HHA Sports, which is a Wisconsin-based archery manufacturing company. And I'm also the president and founder of HHA USA, which is a veterans nonprofit that I started back in 2019. And it is designed primarily to send Wisconsin veterans of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam to Washington, D.C. on the honor flights. That's originally how the program started. And then we're also very passionate about the 22 veterans a day that commit suicide. So we partner with 3 other veterans organizations, the E3 Ranch Foundation, which was started by Adam LaRoche, the Kneestead Foundation, and the Wounded Warriors in Action. And all 3 of those groups, their main focus is to get servicemen and women out hunting and fishing to help combat PTSD. So our platform, the way it works, the first 22% that we raise each year to help combat that 22 a day that commit suicide, that comes off the top, goes equally to those 3 organizations, and then the balance of our funds goes to honor flight chapters in the state of Wisconsin. So an archery shoot, I mean, it's kind of like golfing with your bow. So you're just going to walk through the woods, different hunting scenarios where they'll have the foam targets set up anywhere from 10 to 40, sometimes 50 yards. And then you're just keeping score based on how accurate your shooting is. So a lot of camaraderie going on. Obviously, you've got families that are out shooting together. You've got buddies that are out shooting together. So it's a lot of fun. Beautiful day like today. We went out and shot the course this morning. It's a really good way to just get out and have some good fun and obviously raise money for what I think is a great cause. Going back probably 2013, 2014, I somehow came across Jonathan Lucroy, who was catching for the Milwaukee Brewers at the time. A friend of his knew me, connected the 2 of us. He's a big outdoorsman, and he actually had flown on the honor flight out of Milwaukee, which is the Stars and Stripes chapter. And shortly after I met him, he had made the all-star team, and there was an article in our local paper about him going on this honor flight. And I was kind of intrigued by it, so I texted him one night. I'm like, tell me about this honor flight stuff. And he said, dude, hands down the coolest experience of my life. And so that kind of got me looking into the honor flight. And when I did that, we had a chapter literally an hour up the road from our office, from our house. And so I started as a ground volunteer in 2015, 2016, and absolutely fell in love with the organization. I've always been very patriotic, and I guess the older I've gotten, a lot of success, blessed with a ton of success, and always use that for my own gain. And so at a certain point, I decided it was time to do something bigger than myself, give back to a great cause, and what better cause than our veterans. So driving home from the airport one night, I got thinking, well, we've got archery clubs, archery shops very close to the house. Why don't we start having some archery shoots to benefit this organization that I love so much? And so 2017, we put on 3 shoots, with me simply working as a ground volunteer for the local honor flight chapter, and then leveraging all the relationships that I have in the outdoor industry to get them to send items for door prize silent auction. 2017, we raised $15,000 for our local honor flight chapter. Did those same 3 events in 2018, the number doubled to 30,000. 2019, we added a 4th shoot, 45,000. So in 3 years' time, almost $90,000 goes to our local honor flight. And the more of those events that we started to do, people would say, hey, can you come here? Can you come there? And it's like, well, right now I'm just a volunteer for this local honor flight chapter. So at that point, I knew I had to start my own fundraising bucket so that I could be mobile and move around the state and put on these great events. And so 2019, I believe it was October, we became an official 501c3. And then 2020, even with the pandemic that was across the country, we put on 8 events and raised just under $70,000. So it's very rewarding. I've got 8 or 10 different volunteers that I've become friends with over the past handful of years that help me out at these events. My wife does a ton of stuff behind the scenes that nobody sees, but it wouldn't be possible without her. Her father actually is a Vietnam vet. I was able to go on the honor flight with him in 2019, I believe that was. And then I actually was able to go with a World War II veteran as well. So been on the flight twice myself. Other than the day I got married and the day that I got saved, it's probably the 3rd greatest thing that's ever happened to me in my life was going on an honor flight. It's awesome, awesome experience. This year we've got 8 shoots, archery shoots across the state of Wisconsin. They're all held at archery clubs. Some of them have been around for 50, 60 years, longer than I have. So when I first started this project, that was the natural thing is, hey, let's partner with these archery clubs because they've been unfortunately hurting for participants over the years. So I figured it would be kind of twofold. It's going to help our veterans, but it's also going to help these clubs because they did definitely see an increase in some of their numbers when we would hold these events. So typical shoot is going to be 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. There is one club down in Wapaka that we hold a shoot, actually Memorial Day and Labor Day weekend, so that's a 3-day shoot. It's typically $20 for adults to shoot, 10 for kids, and there's no scoring. I mean, you can score if you want, but we're not here to win trophies and hand out prize money for the most part. It's all about the veterans and raising money for them. So, and then another unique thing that we do is with all the connections that I've got from all the years in the archery industry is we leverage that to get door prizes, silent auction items from some of the top manufacturers in the outdoor and the archery industry. So it's almost like coming to a Rocky Mountain elk or a Whitetails Unlimited banquet crossed with an archery shoot. So you'll see 40 to 50, sometimes 60 items out on silent auction in these clubhouses. And so we generate a good portion of our money from that, and then also from the shoot fees. And then for the people that like to stretch out and shoot a little bit longer, we have a novelty long shot at every one of our shoots too, where we'll put an elk or a moose. Some cases, our local club actually has a 12-foot gorilla that was made out of plywood. Pretty cool target. So, but just put that out there at long distance and kind of have some fun with that, and we raise money off that as well. So, it's definitely a weekend for the whole family. If you're 6 or 106, you can come out to one of our events and have a lot of fun and eat some good food and raise some money for our veterans. So. So for people that are looking to help out our cause, you know, we do have a donation button on our website if you can't make it out to one of our shoots. Plus our complete shoot schedule is on there as well. So HHAUSA.org is where you can find that. We're also on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Rapala and Mountain Dew.
Today's show had two great examples of nonprofit organizations that are choosing to give back. But behind those corporations are a ton of volunteers that give of their time, talents, and money to make all of it come to fruition. If you get a chance, support these organizations. And we hope that you'll join us again here next week when we'll bring you more great hunting and fishing action from around the U.S., around Canada, and around the world, right here on Outdoor Bound TV.
Outdoor Bound TV is brought to you by Matthews Archery and Vortex Optics.
Or you wanted me to, what did you want me to say?
Like, now where do I go from there?
See, that's me not being the guy. I'm not the Jimmy Johnson, a little stiff in the corners. But I'm Chris Hamm from HHA USA, Outdoor Okay, right. All right, yep, this is where we're gonna struggle. Now I'm rehearsing my lines, both of them.